The Maluti-A-Phofung Municipality in the Free State says it's waiting for a report on the extent of the damage caused by Tuesday's storm before it intervenes. More than 200 houses, a school, a community hall and a few businesses in Intabazwe, Harrismith were destroyed. The storm has also left many families homeless. For an update now on the situation, we cross live to SABC News reporter Refilwe Mekoa. Refilwe, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Can you perhaps just paint us a picture beyond what we saw on Tuesday? How is the situation now on the ground?
Good morning. The situation is a bit dire. Residents are still trying to gather themselves and sort themselves out. Some have been provided with temporary shelter from neighbors as they don't have places where they could stay, while others, when we arrived here yesterday, have sort of, as the storm affected mostly roofs, have sort of put some temporary tent sails over their houses or the structures so that at least their houses can be covered. I'm just going to ask my colleague to show the impact or rather the damage of the storm, Tshepo Moime. Right now, as we are at one of the houses that was affected by the storm at Makgolokweng here in Harrismith. As you can see, mostly the roof and its trusses and ceilings were damaged by the storm. And residents here just gathered to assist those who are affected so that at least they can have some accommodation or shelter for themselves. But with me is the owner of this house, Sibiya, just to tell us more of how she is surviving. Nonhlanhla, if you can just tell us what happened and how have you been holding up with your 3 kids?
It's been a hard, tough time of my life. When I came back from work on Tuesday, yes, I got the call from my neighbor that my roof was all gone because of the storm. And then the kids were safe with her. But while I arrived, I thought it was just a small damage, but the whole roof was taken off by the storm. Now I'm staying with her on that house neighbor. I don't have the insurance to cover my house, and it's said that I'm the only breadwinner in my house. There's nothing I can do. I'm only working at the retail at the moment, and there's nothing I can do to fix the house. As you see, the neighbors are helping with what we can try to fix a few of the rooms so I can get this place, because it's too congested there on that house, because they took off all my stock, most of the furniture in the house. So now really I don't know what to do. But yeah, hopefully if I can get help from any of you who can help with anything, I'll really appreciate it.
Besides the roof, in terms of your belongings, your furniture, are they in a good state?
No, the rain just ruined off. Most of it was ruined by the rain. I'm not sure of the TVs and the one that's working with electricity, but my fridge is working. I don't know about the television and the others, because I haven't used it, because I put it on the neighbor's house. That's what I can say. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but now my focus is only if I can get the shelter for me and my kids.
Thank you so much, Nonhlanhla. As she has stated, residents here also don't have electricity. When we arrived here yesterday, we went to Intabazwe, one of the areas that were also affected by the storm, and when we got there, Eskom, the power utility, was still at the time trying to reconnect and ensure that those residents do get electricity. With me again, I have the Chief Whip of the Maluti-A-Phofung Municipality, Nkosi Dlamini, just to tell us so far how has the assessment been in terms of them reaching out to the affected residents, and what is the municipality going to do from here?
No, good morning, the viewers. We as the municipality of Maluti-A-Phofung, we are still busy on the ground assessing the damage of the storm that occurred on Tuesday around 4:10. So now we are busy going to door to door to get the details of the owners of the house. Then after the details, then as the job has been sitting now, then they will have a preliminary report of how many houses are affected and how are they affected. Then after that preliminary report, it will be taken to the municipality and the district municipality to determine how we're going to assist these households.
Do you perhaps have a time frame in terms of assisting these affected residents?
Currently, we are pushing that as soon as possible. These residents, they must get a shelter where they can stay with their families. So we are busy with it currently.
Thank you so much. That was Chief Whip of the Maluti-A-Phofung Municipality, Mandla Nkosi Dlamini, just telling us their intervention in terms of helping the affected residents. A school also and a community hall was affected by the storm at Intabazwe, and most residents that we spoke to since yesterday when we arrived here are unable to fix their houses, and they're really hoping that there will be some form of intervention. Speak to you in studio.